with a fan arrested and more. This is Pro Wrestling Central. My name is John and you're watching the Wrestling Report. Former AEW star Blake Monroe made her in-ring debut for NXT at a live event, posting a photo and writing on X, "I'm back. Thank you, Fort Pierce, for the warm welcome. I would kiss every one of you if I could." A user replied, "There's only like 20 people there. You could kiss all of them." Monroe responded, 750 plus actually. A new record for that venue. Fort Pierce knows what's good. Revealing her reaction to WWE not renewing her contract, NEWELL told the Sappinen podcast, it was a phone call. It's funny though, because I think I pissed him off. 2 days later, I was going on a cruise for my birthday, right? Bastards. It's like they knew. They fired me twice. The first time was right after my birthday, and this time it was a week before my birthday. So I'm getting ready to go on my cruise, and then this guy calls and says, "Is this Tegan?" I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "How you doing?" And I say, "Depends on how this phone call goes." Then he says, "Yeah, we're gonna exercise your 90 days. I just started laughing. I don't think he appreciated me laughing. He's like, "What's so funny?" And I told him I knew this was coming. He goes, "What do you mean you knew this was coming?" I said, "Big yes. I've been off TV for God knows how long. Nothing's happening. I've been pitching stuff every week and getting nowhere. It's pretty obvious I'm getting fired." Then he says, we'll still pay you for the 90 days, but sorry about that." I told him, "Oh no, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I appreciate you firing me. I'm glad to be gone." He's like, "What?" I said, "Yeah, I'm just happy to be gone. My mental health was ruined." So I think I pissed him off by A, laughing, and B, saying I didn't want to be there anymore. With it previously reported that Karrion Kross refuses to take flat back bumps and that this could prevent a push in WWE, the man himself responded to this, telling The National, "I thought out of all the crazy articles that are fabricated about me every week, that was the weakest. There was another wild one I saw last week that was even funnier. It said something like Karrion Kross is going to come out to Monday Night Raw and he's going to quit and do a shoot promo live and then walk out. I thought that was a good one. But I don't really respond to any of them. There's a crazy one about me every week or two. You just kind of have to laugh. I've wrestled once, I believe, out of the 5 times I've been here, and it was against Drew McIntyre inside of a steel cage. The other times I've been here, I have been received so overwhelmingly warm and enthusiastic by the fans. I was surprised because I'm not a hyper-featured character in comparison to other characters in the show. You'd think that they would go 10 times crazier for them as opposed to me, just speaking with humility, but I've always been received really well by the fans here. I knew we would get here because I had a career before WWE. Obviously, the peak of my success is WWE. It's the biggest and best company in the world because I believe in my ability to connect with the audience." When it comes to edits made for the segment featuring CM Punk and John Cena on SmackDown, Ringside News wrote that the June 27th edition of WWE SmackDown ended with an iconic segment featuring CM Punk and John Cena. As it turns out, it appears WWE made edits to the entire segment as well. According to Fightful Select, WWE made a few changes to Friday Night SmackDown. A WWE source confirmed there was extra crowd noise added to the US broadcast, and a botched line by CM Punk was edited out to avoid any awkward moments. One production team member also mentioned how hectic the show was, dealing with power issues and editing the main event segment. The same source shared they're looking forward to SmackDown expanding to 2 hours starting next week. This comes after the live feed for SmackDown crashed in a big way for international viewers, which was due to a power outage in Saudi Arabia. We've also previously reported that matches were cut short due to the power outage as well. During the aforementioned segment, CM Punk came out as the doctor of Punkonomics and destroyed John Cena by dropping several bars of his own, which included shots at Cena burying talent, mocking Cena's movie career, and he ended it by saying Cena is Drake to Punk's Kendrick Lamar. After making headlines following WWE and AAA's Worlds Collide event, Mr. Iguana said this about when fans can expect to see him on WWE television, telling Denise Salcedo, "I'm just here focused on AAA, because I'm still working for AAA. We have a Triple Mania coming in August. We have Verano de Escandalo coming. We have Hall of TV tapings coming. And with this new alliance forming with WWE and AAA, it's becoming very interesting, all the matches that are happening. So I got invited to NXT to be in the crowd the following week, along with Psycho Clown Wagner Jr. We were there with Shawn Michaels' video, so we're always open to the call from WWE to call us to go or something, but meanwhile, we're focused on AAA. We're focused on enjoying this moment for us." Earlier this month, Fightful Select reported this regarding Iguana signing with WWE. Mr. Iguana is finalizing a deal with WWE. The viral sensation made an incredible impression at Worlds Collide, and Fightful was immediately told he'd be making an NXT appearance, which happened this past week. We're also told he and WWE are finalizing a deal with the company that sees him make future appearances. There was some confusion as to Iguana's immediate status, as he did an interview claiming he was going to the main roster. The interview was later edited and there were claims he didn't say it, but he did. We've not heard anything on whether or not he had heat in the company for the comments. Continuing with this topic, other AAA stars have already signed with WWE, as Bodyslam.net reported. According to sources, multiple AAA wrestlers have contracts in place or have already signed deals with WWE. One of the talents is El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr. While many fans thought that Shotzi Blackheart's injury was a work, it might be legitimate, as Ringside News wrote, "Injuries are a part of pro wrestling and sometimes it hits our favorite stars. Shotzi Blackheart's WWE release didn't stop her, but this injury might." Shotzi Blackheart posted a photo of herself in a cast, and many fans wondered if this was kayfabe or real. Now we must sadly report that this is all too true, because Shotzi is injured. Sean Ross Sapp noted on Fightful Select that Shotzi Blackheart has unfortunately had to pull from some bookings due to her injury. She will still be working select dates. We will keep our eye on her return to the indies. Shotzi Blackheart has a ton of fans who would love to see her. Since WWE let her go, she didn't let that slow her down. Now she must sadly take some time to heal. Responding to fans that feel she shouldn't be concerned with being champion, Rhea Ripley said this during the countdown to Night of Champions. "At the end of the day, if I don't want the championship, then what the hell am I doing in this business? If I don't want to be the top dog, then what the hell am I doing in the WWE? If I don't want to be the best I can be, then why don't I just quit? I'm sick and tired of people being like, Rhea shouldn't want the championship. No, Rhea Bloody Ripley wants the bloody championship. I want the gold. I want to be the top dog. This is my division, and I've got to show everyone who Rhea Bloody Ripley is once again." It appears a man has been arrested for attempting to break into Liv Morgan's home, as Ringside News writes. A Canadian wrestling fan is facing serious federal charges after showing up at WWE superstar Liv Morgan's Florida home and leaving behind a bizarre note calling it a friendly visit. According to The Independent, 41-year-old Sean Chan from Scarborough, Ontario, boarded a flight from Canada to Orlando on May 26th. He told U.S. Customs he'd be staying at the WWE Performance Center, but that's not where he ended up. Instead, Chan traveled 2 hours from the airport to Liv Morgan's private residence. Surveillance footage captured him at the property on May 31st around 5:20 p.m., wearing a black shirt, tan shorts, a baseball cap, and carrying a large backpack. Footage showed Chan walking around the yard twice before heading to the front door. He was seen checking under the doormat for a spare key and swiping the door lock several times, attempting to get inside, but was unsuccessful. Things escalated when Chan picked up a long air rifle pellet gun that had been left on the porch wall before his arrival. The gun A Sig Sauer MCX-177 air rifle is capable of firing metal pellets at 600 feet per second. Chan reportedly sat on Morgan's porch with the pellet gun for over 2 hours before leaving a handwritten note near packages by the door. In the note, he referenced issues with an online gaming community and bizarrely downplayed his actions. "I came here to pay just a friendly visit, nothing more. Yeah, I just wanted to let you know that I was here." The note also included Chan's home address and phone number. Court documents confirmed that Chan was arrested on June 3rd in Orange County, Florida, in connection to the incident. As of now, he doesn't have legal representation and couldn't be reached for comment. Staying on the topic of Liv Morgan, she is beginning her road to recovery after suffering a dislocated shoulder during a match on Raw on June 16th, as a photo of her with a sports physical therapist was posted. It reads, "Awesome honor and pleasure to be helping WWE superstar Liv Morgan with her shoulder rehabilitation. Fantastic athlete, dedicated and great to work with. This WWE superstar will be back and back even better. Outstanding athlete." And this was your pro wrestling news update. I hope you're all having a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see y'all later.